Good day, my name is Olumiwa Dejobi, Assistant Commissioner of Police and Force Public Relations Officer of the Nigeria Police Force. Today, the Nigeria Police Force wishes to release record incidences as regards the planned protest in Nigeria. And of course, to caution Amnesty International on releasing unconfirmed figures and reports. The Nigeria Police Force finds it necessary to refute a recent report publicized by Amnesty International, which claims that 13 individuals have lost their lives due to the protests in Nigeria that began on 1st August 2024. Amnesty International further alleges that security personnel deliberately employed tactics designed to kill while managing gatherings and use firearms as a tactical tool for protest management. The Nigeria Police Force wishes to provide an accurate account of incidents from the first 2 days of the nationwide protest. In Borno State, 4 individuals lost their lives and 34 were severely injured in a terrorist attack by suspected Boko Haram and ISWAP elements who infiltrated the crowd of protesters and detonated an improvised explosive device IED. Additionally, an incident occurred involving an unregistered Honda Prelude car that ran into the protesters, resulting in the death of 2 civilians in Nasarawa State. The driver abandoned the vehicle and fled the scene. Although the vehicle was vandalized after the incident, it has been recovered and is currently in police custody. Efforts are ongoing to trace the driver and bring him to justice. There was another incident reported in Yauri local government area of Kebbi State, where a group of individuals mobilized to loot a shop. In the process, a local vigilante man shot and killed one of the looters. The Commissioner of Police in charge of Kebbi State is currently investigating the incident. This brings the total number of deaths recorded during the protest to 7. It is important to state that there were no other recorded fatalities during the protest apart from those mentioned above. However, incidences of armed robbery, arson, mischief, looting of public institutions and private businesses, destructions of both public and private property were recorded during the protest. Arrests were made with respect to these criminal incidences and a number of recoveries made from the suspects while the protest was going on. The Nigeria police personnel deployed to manage the protests have acted professionally, refraining from using lethal weapons. In instances where protesters became riotous, the police employed tear gas to disperse them. Even when our officers on lawful duty were attacked and injured, the police effected arrests using only tear gas, demonstrating utmost restraint. In an effort to combat the trend of crimes and criminality, the police have arrested a total of 681 individuals who committed various criminal offenses such as armed robbery, arson, mischief, and destructions of both public and private property. Dangerous weapons, including 2 AK-47 rifles and assorted live ammunition, were recovered from the so-called protesters. Additionally, stolen items such as furniture, electronics, phones, other various shop items, and vital infrastructures worth billions of naira were recovered from the arrested persons. Contrary to the circulating news, organizers of the protest or protesters were not arrested. Those in police custody are under investigation for clear connections to criminal activities. Furthermore, 9 police officers sustained various degrees of injuries during attacks by protesters. One of them, who initially was reported dead, miraculously survived but remains in critical condition. The ongoing protest has obviously turned violent. We therefore advise law-abiding citizens taking part in the protests across the country to immediately withdraw from it. This advice becomes necessary in view of the violence that has characterized the protest in the last 2 days. It is reasonably expected that peaceful protesters will have withdrawn from the protest that has turned violent. The Nigeria Police Force is committed to providing accurate information and ensuring the safety and security of all citizens during these challenging times. Here we have the figures of those arrested state by state. We have FCT, day 1, 38 suspects arrested, day 2, 6 suspects arrested. In Gombe, 17 suspects arrested on day 1, day 2, nil. Jigawa, 75 arrested on day 1, day 2, nil. Kaduna, 24 suspects arrested on day 1, day 2, nil. Kano, we have 326 suspects arrested on day 1 and 57 on the second day. Katsina, 7 arrested day 1 and nil day 2. Nasarawa, 50 arrested on day 1 and nil on day 2. Sokoto, 81 arrested on day 1 and nil day 2. Total day 1, 618. Total day 2, 63. Then we have the grand total 681. It is essential to recognize that the strategic deployment by the Nigeria Police Force in collaboration with other security agencies and the decisive clampdown on criminal elements exploiting the protests for unlawful activities has been highly effective in quelling tension and curbing the violence and anarchy witnessed on the first day of the protest. During this challenging period, the Nigeria Police Force reaffirms its commitment to performing its lawful duties with professionalism, maintaining law and order, and preventing anarchy throughout the country. The Nigeria Police urges all citizens and residents to disregard unfounded and psychologically manipulative reports circulating about incidents during this protest. Thank you, and may God be with us in this country.